Hi everybody, welcome back to day 2. I'm just going to get everything set up here and we are going to go ahead and jump right into it. So let me ask you a question. Did you try the 60-second kind of reset, the deep breathing? Because I promise you, if you will begin to implement that into your daily life, you will begin to see your body calm down and bring you out of fight or flight, even in the midst of, a high stress situation with your business or a high stress situation with your child, or even with your husband, your spouse. So try that. If you did try it, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. So once again, my name is Amber Swift. I'm a certified integrative and functional nutrition health coach, working with busy women, helping busy women to increase their energy, reduce their anxiety and stress, lose the excess weight around their middle so that you can feel like yourself again. Why? Because we all have one life. God has gifted it to you, and I want to see you thrive in it. So let's hop right into this. Hi, Heather. Let's go ahead and hop right into this. So let me know if you tried the 60-second breathing. I think it's really, really important. This will help to reset. So let me ask you a question. On a scale of 0 to 5, 5 being the worst possible, 0 being nothing, how bad are your cravings? Do you have out of control cravings? Do you think, gosh, if I could just get a hold of this, if I could just have more willpower, if I could just get a hold of these cravings, then everything would be okay. So let me know where you are on that scale. What are your cravings like? So if you've ever thought, why can't I just stop eating sugar? I just need something sweet to make it through the day. Know that you're not alone. And you know what? It's interesting. Cravings really aren't about willpower. There's something deeper going on, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So this is for you. If you are juggling a business, a busy family, a busy life, this is for you. So today I want to talk about 2 possible root reasons for why you might be dealing with cravings. Because here's the reality. It's not just about your willpower. It's not just about trying to muscle it through your cravings. There definitely is something deeper going on. So here's a possible reason, number one. Number one, it could be your blood sugar instability. Have you ever thought about that? Here's a couple of scenarios. If you find yourself skipping meals, going too long between your meals, if you find yourself starting your day off with coffee instead of breakfast, or if your meal is very high in sugar, this all can cause blood sugar instability. And so this is what happens when you live like that, when you eat like that, your blood sugar level spikes and then it plummets, and then it spikes and then it plummets. And so what we want to do is just have these little bumps, we don't want to have huge spikes, huge plummets. Because what happens is that when your body is set in that spike and plummet rhythm, your brain then begins to signal to your body that something is off and it feels unsafe, which then causes irritability, it causes bloating, it causes high anxiety, it causes just all of those symptoms that you might be having, even fatigue. All of that could be related to blood sugar instability, because your cravings are actually a symptom. They're actually telling you that something is off. It's not just you. There's not something wrong with you and your lack of self-control, your lack of willpower. It's actually telling you that something is off. So we can begin fixing this blood sugar instability today with this one simple tip. I want you to begin eating every 4 hours. So we're going to go over that in just a few minutes. So here's the second possible reason that you might have out of control sugar cravings, carb cravings, potato chips. My husband used to always say, I don't crave dessert, but he craved bread, potatoes, potato chips. So here's another thing. Even if you are eating quote unquote clean, you still might be having sugar cravings. Why? because you might be struggling with a gut that has some type of dysfunction. You might be having some type of dysfunction in your gut. And so here's a couple of scenarios. So when you look at your gut, you want your lining to look like this. You don't want any gaps in it. So those gaps are what is known as leaky gut, right? Everybody's heard that. Leaky gut is kind of like a buzzword in the last few years, but this is what happens. When you have had antibiotics, if you have a high stress, and you're very anxious, your lifestyle is high stress, if you are eating a lot of toxic type foods that have a lot of toxins in them, all of that could be causing leaky gut. And this is what will happen. When we eat food, we want our body to go we want our food to go straight through the digestive process. But when you have leaky gut, what then happens is that instead of your food going through the digestive process, it leaks out, kind of like a leaching type image, into your bloodstream, which then causes food intolerances, it causes brain fog, it causes hormone imbalance, and even cravings. So what we want to do is we want to heal the gut and we want to seal it. So your body is screaming out, help, and we need to be listening to it. So here's the reality, and I love this because there's always hope. Both blood sugar crashes and leaky gut and gut inflammation are fixable. They can be turned around. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to live in a cycle. And that's actually exactly what I help women do. I have a free Facebook group that I'd love to invite you to. It's Journey to Renewed Health. I go over these things in that group on a daily basis. So I'll put a link in the show note in the comments below for you. So here we go. Leaky gut, gut infections, blood sugar instability, both can cause heightened cravings. So if you answered that you have cravings in the 3, 4, and 5, you really want to be paying attention to these. So here is your reset action today. I want you to begin eating every 4 hours to stabilize your blood sugar level. This is going to reduce your cravings, reduce your anxiety, and it's also going to help increase your energy. So what does that look like in a practical, busy life? So it would look like, say you eat breakfast around 7:30-ish. So that would look like, oh, and I also want you to include a protein, a fat, and a high fiber vegetable. So what this would look like for breakfast, say you have breakfast around 7:30, maybe even 8, just depending on your life. And that would look like a couple of eggs, maybe a half of an avocado if you have time, sauteing some greens. If you don't have time, just eat the half of an avocado with some eggs. This could also look like a high protein smoothie, which would be about 1/8 to 1/4 of a cup of blueberries with some greens, some avocado, flaxseed, and some bone broth protein powder. So that would be around 7 or 7:30, and then maybe say around 11:30-ish, you need lunch. So that could be chicken salad with some walnuts and maybe add some greens. Greens are so good for you, especially with helping to detoxify your excess estrogens. That's a side note. So, okay, and then maybe say around 3 o'clock, you're hungry. So you have maybe a beef stick with some cucumber slices or carrot sticks. You want to keep that protein, fat, and fiber going, right? And then you have dinner around 6 p.m. And that could be like some salmon or chicken or maybe a hamburger patty with some roasted vegetables and then some roasted sweet potatoes. You can eat simply and you can keep your blood sugar level stable, which will keep your cravings at bay and keep you feeling energized. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you to be feeling energized. I want you to be able to keep your cravings at bay. So this method works. I do this with all of my clients. I do it with myself. I do it with my family. And one of my clients, Ashley, came to me with PCOS. She had had PCOS since she was 12 years old. She was on anti-anxiety meds, antidepressants, and she wanted to conceive naturally. And so that's what we did. We balanced out her blood sugar level. We identified the hidden gut infections that she had, healed her gut, and now she has a 5-month-old beautiful baby that she conceived naturally. So it works. It works for my clients. It works for me. It works for my kids, because we want to have the energy to live fully in the life that God has gifted us with, right? And that the stabilizing your blood sugar level, identifying the hidden gut infections, healing that gut, sealing that gut, enables you to walk through your life energized and to be fully present in the life that God has gifted you with. And also too, if you would like a done for you 21-day meal plan with grocery lists and meals all ready to go, I put together that for you guys, plus a 5-day kitchen clean out. It's all very simple, done for you if you don't want to have to figure all this out. And I put it together for your community for $49. The link will be in the comments below. So tomorrow, maybe you're doing everything correctly. Maybe you are already doing these things. You're like, Amber, I've been doing those things forever and I still feel off. I still don't feel like myself. So that is a signal. All of these things are beautiful symptoms and signals that something is going on below the surface. And that's what we're going to go over tomorrow, because I want you guys to be able to reset your energy, reset your sugar cravings. I'm so proud of you for being a part of this. If you haven't signed up for it yet, so you can get the daily emails and the playbacks, go ahead and follow the link in the comments below. And I look forward to meeting with you tomorrow and going over these things, because these steps are meant to fit into your life, your daily life, your busy life, because I want to see you feeling like yourself and thriving in the life that you are living. So remember that health is a journey, but it is a journey worth taking. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here.